Hello students, in the last class we completed the calculation of del U, del H, Q and W in isochoric process and isobaric process. Okay, in this today's lecture we are going to discuss isothermal process. In isothermal process, how to calculate the change in internal energy, change in enthalpy, heat exchange and work done. So these four parameters we have to calculate in which process? Isothermal process. Okay, what is the meaning of a isothermal process? It is a process throughout the process where the temperature is constant. Throughout the process, if the temperature is constant, the process is said to be isothermal process. Okay, iso means same, thermal means temperature. So throughout the thermodynamic process, if the temperature remains constant, such process is called isothermal process. If the temperature is constant, the change in the temperature, that is the del T or dt, will be equal to what? 0. Okay. Now here there are two important statements. The first statement, if the temperature is constant, then change in temperature is 0, then the process is said to be isothermal. The second statement, if the change in temperature is 0, so the temperature is constant, then the process is said to be isothermal. Now out of these two statements, which statement is true and which statement is false? Now the first statement, once again I am reading the first statement. If the temperature is constant, the change in temperature will be 0, so the process is said to be isothermal. This is the true statement. Okay, because in isothermal process, throughout the process, at each and every point, temperature must be constant. But whereas in the second statement, if the change in temperature is 0, then the temperature will be constant, then the process is said to be isothermal. This is a false statement, because if initial final temperature are same, then change in temperature will be what? 0. At only initial final temperature will be constant, but in between initial and final state, if you see at every point, temperature need not be constant. Are you getting my point? That means the first statement will be what? True, and second statement will be what? False. Are you getting my point? Now the next one, here the reason is also given. In this condition, only initial and final temperatures are to be same, that's why the change in temperature will be 0. That is the second statement explanation. But whereas in the first statement, isothermal process, at each and every point throughout the process, what should be the temperature? Constant. Okay, now we are assuming the system is ideal gas and the type of a system is closed. So we have a right to use the PV is equal to nRT equation, because we are considering the system is a ideal gas. So what is the ideal gas equation? PV is equal to nRT. In this expression, we know temperature is constant and the number of moles constant, because the system is closed, and R is also constant. The product of the pressure and volume is constant. Okay, here pressure volume variable and the product of pressure volume is constant. So we can use P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, which is constant. The constant nothing but here nRT. This is nothing but Boyle's law. What is the statement of a Boyle's law? At a constant temperature, the given mass of a gas, pressure and volume are inversely proportional to each other. Okay, now let's suppose I am taking a ideal gas at a state 1 where pressure P1 and volume V1 and temperature is constant T. When I am changing the pressure P, that is P1 to P2, then volume changes from V1 to V2. Here number of moles are constant because the container, that is the system, is closed. Okay, now for a ideal gas, we are considering which system? Ideal gas. Do you know here in isothermal process temperature is constant, so change in temperature is 0. Then what is the formula to calculate the del U? Del U is equal to NCV del T. Okay, here delta T value 0, so change in internal energy for isothermal process is 0. Similarly, in case of del H value, which is equal to NCP del T, here the delta T value 0, so here del H value 0. Remember, del H and del U both are 0 for ideal gas and in isothermal process. Which process? isothermal process del U 0, del H value 0. From the first law of thermodynamics, we know del U is equal to Q plus W. Here the Q value becomes 0. So, delta U value becomes 0. So, then Q is equal to what? Minus W. Otherwise, we can say W is equal to what? Minus Q. It is also valid. Okay. Now, here isothermal process, reversible process we have to see, and irreversible process also we have to cover. Okay, isothermal reversible process, IRP, isothermal reversible process. Now here we have to calculate work done. Work done will be equal to minus integral of P dV limits V1 to V2. Now in reversible process, the P external value variable, okay, and P external will be almost equal to P internal. P internal nothing but the ideal gas, that is the ideal pressure of ideal gas. So what is the ideal gas expression? PV is equal to nRT. From here shall I write the pressure of ideal gas? P is equal to nRT by V. This pressure will be internal pressure of ideal gas. Okay, so instead of here pressure, I am writing in terms of volume, that will be nRT by V. Do you know N is a constant, R is a constant, temperature is also constant because it is a isothermal process. Bring the nRT constant outside the integration. So you will get W equal to minus nRT integral dV by V. So we know integral dx by x value equal to log x to the base e. It is also known as a ln x. Remember, when logarithm, that is the natural logarithm to the base e, when it is converted into base 10, we have to multiply with 2.303. Remember, we have to multiply with whom? 2.303. So you will get the logarithm to the base 10. Logarithm to the base 10. Okay. Now here ln V2 by V1. nRT constant, ln upper limit V2, lower limit will be V1. So instead of V2 by V1, we know P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 from the Boyle's law. So V2 by V1 is equal to P1 by P2. So instead of V2 by V1, shall I write the P1 by P2? So these are the two important formula, very, very, very important. Okay. If you want to convert the natural logarithm base e into base 10, so you have to multiply with whom? 2.303. So overall, we have to remember this formula. This formula is very, very important formula regarding the calculation of work done in isothermal reversible process. Isothermal reversible process. You can use this formula for expansion as well as compression also. Okay. Now here some important logarithm values we have to remember. The first one, log 1. We know log 1 value 0, log 2 value 0.3010. So we can take the log 2 value as a 0.3. What is the log 2 value? 0.3. That is a logarithm to base 10. And log 3 value 0.4771. Approximately we can consider as a 0.48. Log 4 value 0.6. Okay, 0.6020 actually, but we can consider as a 0.6. And log 5 value 0.6990. We can consider as a 0.7, log 6 0.7778, log 7 0.8451, log 8 0.9030, log 9 0.9542, and log 10 value will be 1. Here these are the very important logarithm values. Okay, because in isothermal reversible expansion or compression, to calculate work done, we have to use the logarithm value. Okay, log of V2 by V1 or P1 by P2. Remember some logarithm values I will tell you. Here we have to remember log 2 value, that will be 0.3. Okay, and next to log 3 value 0.4778. Approximately I am taking 0.48. Now if you want to calculate the log 4, now what I am writing here, logarithm of 4 nothing but 2 square. So I am writing 2 into log 2. Okay, log 4 nothing but 2 log 2. So 2 log 2 nothing but log 2 value 0.3. 2 into 0.3, that will be nothing but 0.6. Are you getting my point? Suppose if you want to calculate the logarithm 6 value, so logarithm 6 I am writing 2 into 3 log of. So we know log of AB nothing but log A plus log B. We know log 2 value and we know log 3 value, so we can find the logarithm 6 value. Okay, and one more log, suppose 8 if you want to calculate, shall I write log of 2 cube, which is nothing but 3 times of log 2. Log 2 value nothing but 0.3, so 3 into 0.3 that will be 0.9. Are you getting my point? And one more important thing, log 9 shall I write log of 3 square. Log of 3 square nothing but 2 into log 3. Do you know some logarithm formula? What is the logarithm formula? Log x to the power n will be equal to n into log x. And one more formula, log of a into b will be equal to log a plus log b. These are the very important formula regarding the logarithms. Okay, in most of the questions log values are given. Even though if the log values are not given, at least we have to remember the single digit logarithm values. Let's suppose if I want to calculate the logarithm of 12, so I am writing log of 4 plus log of 3, because 4 3s are 12. So instead of log 12, shall write log 4 plus 3. Log 4 nothing but again 2 log 2 plus log 3. So we know log 2 value. Yes, we know log 3 value. With the help of log 2 and log 3, we can find the logarithm 12 value. Suppose if you want to calculate the logarithm 15 value, logarithm 15 nothing but log of 3 plus log of 5, because 3 5s are 15. Log AB nothing but log 3 into 5 nothing but log 3 plus log 5. Log 3 value 0.48 and log value 0.7. With the help of log 3 and log 2, we can find the logarithm 15 value. Are you getting my point? Okay, next come to irreversible process. After completion of reversible process work done in isothermal process, now we are going to calculate the work done in isothermal irreversible process. It is known as a IIP, isothermal irreversible process. Now in isothermal irreversible process, in a irreversible process the P external is constant. Okay, now P internal is variable. So how to find the work done? Minus integral P dV. So external pressure is a constant. Bring the P external outside the integration, and integral delta V nothing but V, upper limit V2, lower limit V1. Suppose in the question, if the volume initial and final volume are given, then what will be the work done in isothermal irreversible process? Minus P external into V2 minus V1. It is valid for both expansion as well as compression. Suppose in the question, instead of volume, let's suppose if the pressure is given, then how to convert the volume in terms of pressure? We know from ideal gas equation, that is called PV is equal to nRT. What is the volume of ideal gas? V is equal to nRT by P. Suppose if you want to write the volume V1, then you have to write the pressure P1. And if you want to write the volume V2, then you have to write the pressure P2 in the denominator, because N is constant, R is constant, T is constant, because it is an isothermal process. Okay, minus P external, instead of V2, shall I write nRT by P2, minus of, instead of V1, shall I write nRT by P1? Yes. Now here the important thing, there are 3 different types of pressures. P1 is there, P2 is there, and P external is there. What is the P1? Initial pressure. And what is the P2? Final pressure. And what will be the P external? That will be the external pressure. Remember, in most of the question, the final pressure is not given, but external pressure is given. If the external pressure is given, that is considered to be the final pressure, which is nothing but the P2. Otherwise, in some questions, the final pressure is given and P external is also given, then we have to consider P external different from the final pressure. If the external pressure or final pressure, if the final pressure is not given, that is assumed to be the external pressure. Okay, now what are the graphical representation of isotherms? So pressure volume graph is a rectangular hyperbola. Volume increases, pressure decreases, keeping the temperature constant. Keeping the temperature what? Constant. Okay, now the next one, graph between volume versus temperature. Temperature is constant, so parallel to y-axis, perpendicular to x-axis. Still the third graph is also pressure, temperature is constant. Okay, parallel to y-axis or perpendicular to x-axis, that is the temperature axis. Here volume increases, so pressure has to decrease. Okay, and one more graph we are plotting P versus 1 by V. P versus 1 by V is a straight line. If you extrapolate the straight line, which will pass through the origin, okay. Now there are some numericals regarding the isothermal, reversible and irreversible process. Question number 53, find the work done in joules when 0.2 moles of a ideal gas at 300 Kelvin expands isothermally and reversibly. So in the question it is mentioned isothermal and reversible process. Okay, first of all, what is the number of moles of ideal gas given? That will be the 0.2 moles, and temperature is given as a 300 Kelvin. Okay, and what is the initial volume of a gas given? 2.5 liter, and final volume of the gas given 25 liter. Are you getting my point? Now the capital R value, that is the universal gas constant value, I am taking 8.314 joule per mole per Kelvin. Okay, now what is the work done formula to calculate the isothermal reversible process? IRP, that is nothing but minus 2.303 nRT log of final volume, let's suppose V2, initial volume, that will be the V1. Are you getting my point? Now this expression is valid for both compression as well as expansion in isothermal reversible process. Okay, minus 2.303, number of moles will be 0.2, R value I am writing as it is, we will replace the R value in the final expression, and temperature will be 300 into logarithm of final volume 25 liter, initial volume 2.5 liter. Okay, now here this will be log 10. Do you know log 10 value 1? Yes. What is the log 10 value? 1. We have to remember. Okay, now this value minus 138.18 R. Okay, what is the R value? 8.314 joule. So minus 1148.82 joule. So this is the work done in isothermal reversible. Okay, now one more important thing, in this process the volume, what happens, increases from 2.5 liters to 25 liters. Volume increases means expansion of gas. Volume increases means expansion. Expansion nothing but work done by the system. Work done by the system. Work done by the system. So work will be negative work. Work will be which work? Negative work. That's why you are getting the negative value. Are you getting my point? Next question, that is the question number 54. In the question number 54, a piston fitted cylinder with a 0.04 moles of ideal gas expands reversibly from 150 ml to 375 ml at a constant temperature. So here the temperature is given constant as a 310 Kelvin, because 37 degrees in terms of Kelvin plus 273. It does absorb 208 joules of heat. How much of heat it absorbs? 208. So plus 208 joules of heat energy absorbs. Then find work done in this process. Remember, temperature is constant. Temperature is constant, that means change in temperature will be 0. Change in temperature will be what? 0. So do you know del U is equal to NCV del T. Okay, if the temperature change will be 0, so delta U value what? 0. From first law of thermodynamics, do you know delta U is equal to Q plus W. Here the delta U value 0, so 0 is equal to Q plus W. So W value equal to minus Q. W value equal to minus Q. So that means W value equal to minus Q means minus 208 joules. Minus 208 joules. Are you getting my pen? Here the simple technique will be, whatever the amount of heat absorbed by the system isothermally, if the system is ideal gas, so no change in the internal energy. Whatever the energy absorbed by the ideal gas, it is only used to do work. It is only used to do work, because change in internal energy will be what? 0. Okay. And next one more question, that is the question number 55. 10 grams of argon is compressed isothermally and reversibly at a temperature of 27 degrees Celsius from 10 liters to 5 liters. Then calculate the Q and del H for this process. Remember, what is the delta H? That will be equal to NCV delta T, which is equal to 0, because delta T, that is equal to 0 for isothermal process. And what will be the del U? That will be NCP delta T, again the delta T 0. That's why the process, in this process, both del U and del H become 0, because in the question temperature is constant, so change in temperature is 0. So we have two options, del H value 0, first option, and fourth option. Okay. And one more important thing here, if you see here system, if you see, observe, volume 10 liters to 5 liters. That means volume, what happens? Volume decreases. Volume decreases means compression. Volume decreases means what? Compression. Compression means work done on the system. Work done on the system. Work done on the system is a positive work? Yes. Now we know del U is equal to Q plus W, but del U value here 0. So that's why shall I write the Q is equal to minus W. That means here the Q value should be negative. So Q value should be negative is only option number 4. Indirectly we are identifying the fourth option. But actually if you want to calculate the exact value, then calculate the work done. Work done value isothermal reversible process will be equal to minus 2.303 nRT logarithm of final volume upon initial volume. Remember this formula, it is valid for both compression as well as expansion. Okay, so it will be valid for both compression as well as expansion of ideal gas in isothermal process. 2.303 number of moles of ideal gas will be 10 grams of argon, given mass by molar mass of argon 40, and the value will be given calories. So R value will be taken as a 2 calories, and temperature value taken as a 300 Kelvin into log of final volume is given 5 liter and initial volume is given 10 liters. Are you getting my point? Now here you will get log of 1 by 2. Log of 1 by 2, nothing but minus log 2. Minus of minus you will get plus. So directly I am writing 2.303. Okay, 0 0 gets cancelled. 2 1s are 2 2s are gets cancelled. 2 1s are 2 150s are. So here I am writing 150 into what I am writing here, minus log of 2. Okay, minus of minus you will get what? Plus. So overall the W value will be equal to 103.98 calories. But the Q value, which is nothing but minus W, so minus 103.98 calories will be the heat exchange. So that will be the fourth option. Are you getting my point? Now the next one, question number 56. 2 moles of a ideal gas expands isothermally reversibly from 1 liter to 10 liter at a 300 Kelvin. The change in enthalpy. Yes, here temperature is constant. When temperature is constant, change in temperature is 0. So what will be the change in enthalpy? That will be NCP delta T. Delta T 0. So del H value equal to 0. Del H value equal to what? 0. That is the fourth option. Okay. Now question number 57. This is a very important question. 1 mole of a ideal monoatomic gas expanded isothermally from 2 atmosphere 300 Kelvin to 1 atmosphere 300 Kelvin. Remember, initial temperature 300 Kelvin and final temperature is also 300 Kelvin. That means it is definitely isothermal process. Already in the language form also it is given isothermally. Okay, then calculate Q, W, del U, del H. If the process performed reversibly, if the process performed irreversibly, that means we have to calculate in reversible as well as in irreversible process. Reversible process, infinite number of steps will be available, whereas in a irreversible finite number of steps, that means 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, like that. Okay, now first of all, in both the cases, if you see, what is the temperature here? Temperature is constant. Temperature is constant in the sense change in temperature is 0. So del H value, that will be equal to 0. Del U value, that is also equal to 0 in both reversible as well as irreversible process. So first of all, what I am doing, I am calculating the work done in isothermal and reversible process. Okay, now from here, initial pressure is given how much? 2 atmosphere, and final pressure is given how much? 1 atmosphere, and the temperature will be given how much? 300 Kelvin. How many number of moles of ideal gas? 1 mole. Okay, now what is the work done in isothermal reversible process? That will be equal to minus 2.303 nRT logarithm of P1 by P2. Remember, here pressure is given, that's why I am taking P1 by P2. If the volume is given, then I have to take V2 by V1. Then I have to take V2 by V1. Okay, so this is equal to minus 2.303. Number of moles 1, R value as it is I am writing, temperature value 300 into logarithm of initial pressure 2 atmosphere, final pressure 1 atmosphere. Do you know what is the log 2? 0.3010. Okay, after simplification, you will get the work done in isothermal reversible process, that will be equal to minus 208 R, minus 208 R. Okay, now what will be the Q? That will be the heat exchange in a isothermal reversible process, that will be equal to minus W. So minus of minus, you will get what? Plus. So heat exchange in isothermal reversible process will be equal to 208 capital R, 208 capital R. Okay, now come to the second process. What is the second process here? Irreversible process. Irreversible process. Okay, now in work done irreversible isothermal irreversible process, the work done value equal to minus P external into change in the volume, minus P external into change in the volume. Okay, now here volume is not given, so what I am doing here, I am writing P external into, instead of V2, shall I write V is equal to nRT by P, that is the ideal gas equation. From ideal gas equation, the volume in terms of pressure, so here I am writing nRT by P2 minus of nRT by P1. Okay, now here what will be the external pressure? External pressure will be the final pressure. The final pressure will be 1 atmosphere. Okay, final pressure, P external, both are same. So final pressure, P external, both are same. So what I am writing here, I am taking the common nRT. So 1 upon P2 minus 1 upon P1. Okay, now here P external will be 1 atm, number of moles of ideal gas 1, R value as it is, and temperature value 300, and final pressure will be 1 atmosphere, and initial pressure will be 2 atmosphere. So from here, work done in isothermal irreversible process in a single step will be minus 150 R. Okay, and what will be the heat exchange in isothermal irreversible process? That will be equal to minus work done in isothermal irreversible process. So minus of minus, you will get plus. So heat exchange in isothermal irreversible process will be equal to 150 R. Okay, now here I want to make one important note. What is the note here? If you see work done in isothermal irreversible process and reversible process, if you see the magnitude of the work done, remember work done in isothermal reversible process, if you compare the work done magnitude value, okay, what will be the work done isothermal reversible process work done here? Work done isothermal reversible process work done magnitude value equal to 208 R. And even in irreversible process, if you compare work done isothermal irreversible process, only I am comparing the work done magnitude value, that will be 150 R. Now tell me, work done in isothermal reversible process is greater than work done isothermal irreversible process. Okay, this is only valid for expansion. This is only valid for expansion. Okay, now work done isothermal reversible process, how many steps? Infinity steps, whereas here single step, here single step. So this statement is very important. Once again I am repeating, work done in isothermal reversible expansion of an ideal gas is greater than work done isothermal irreversible compression. Okay, isothermal reversible process, work done will be greater than isothermal irreversible process in the expansion case, only expansion case. This is very careful. Okay, now question number 58. And one more important thing, remember, the work done isothermal reversible process will be maximum work. This is called maximum work and this is called minimum work. This is called what? Minimum work. Okay, now come to the question number 58. What is the question number 58 here? 1 mole of a diatomic ideal gas is compressed isothermally from 1 atmosphere to 2 atmosphere. Temperature will be 300 Kelvin. Find del U, del H, Q, W in both reversible process as well as irreversible process. Remember, question number 57, question number 58, what is the difference? Question number 57, expand, that is the expansion of ideal gas. Question number 58, compression. So we can compare the work done in expansion, compression processes. Okay, now what will the temperature is given? That will be given 300 Kelvin. What is the number of moles of ideal gas? 1. What is the initial pressure? That will be 1 atmosphere, and final pressure, that will be the 2 atmosphere. Okay, first of all, do you know del U, del H value? Yes, del U equal to del H equal to 0 because isothermal process temperature is constant. Now first of all, I am trying to calculating work done in isothermal reversible process compression. Okay, so even expansion or compression, the formula will be same, that is minus 2.303 nRT log of pressure terms P1 by P2. Remember, once again I am repeating, even expansion or compression in isothermal process, the work done formula will be same. Okay, now here minus 2.303, number of moles 1, R value as it is I am writing, temperature I am taking the 300 Kelvin into logarithm of pressure 1 atmosphere P1 and 2 atmosphere P2. So it will be minus log 2. So do you know log 2 value? That will be 0.3010. Okay, so after simplification you will get minus of minus plus, so you will get 208, you will get plus 208. This is the work done isothermal reversible compression. Okay, so from here, what is the Q value? Isothermal irreversible process, what will be the heat exchange? Minus W, that will be equal to minus 208 R. Okay, now same process, now it is applicable, it is now calculated in which process? Reversible process. In which process? Reversible process. Before irreversible process we calculated in a reversible process. In a reversible process. This is reversible process. Okay, now we are going to calculate work done in irreversible process. Again, what will be the work done in irreversible process? Minus P external into change in the volume. Again, the volume will be expressed in terms of pressure. So minus P external into, directly I am writing nRT 1 upon P2 minus 1 upon P1. Okay, directly I am using. So here the P external will be the final pressure. What is the final pressure? 2 atmosphere. Final pressure nothing but the P external minus 2 into number of moles of ideal gas 1, R as it is, temperature will be 300, 1 by final temperature will be 2 atmosphere and initial temperature will be 1 atmosphere. So 1 by 2 minus 1 minus 1 by 2. 1 by 2 minus 1 minus 1 by 2 minus of minus you will get plus. So work done in isothermal irreversible process will be equal to plus 300 R. From here the heat exchange in the isothermal irreversible process will be minus W, that will be minus 300 R. Okay, so from these two results we can conclude, that means in case of compression, this is very very important. In case of compression, work done in isothermal irreversible process, the magnitude of work done will be greater than work done in isothermal reversible process. Are you getting my point? This is very important statement. Okay, in the previous case the work done in isothermal reversible expansion is greater than work done in isothermal irreversible process. This is valid for expansion of the ideal gas, but this is now compression of ideal gas, work done in isothermal irreversible process in a single step. In which step? Single step will be always greater than work done isothermal irreversible process in a infinity steps. Now here in a single step the work done value will be maximum, in a infinity number of steps work done will be what? Minimum. This is very 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 important. Are you getting my point? Now, so the note is here given. What is the note here given? Here, in a reversible process can be reversed through the same path. Okay, reversible process can be reversed through the same path. So work done will be get the same value, because work done is a path function. If the path is same, so the value of work done value will be same, but the direction changes, opposite direction. That's why the work done value will be opposite sign. You see, in the first case, that means in the question number 57, what is the work done value here? Minus 150 R. But in this case, what will be the work done value here? Just a wait. Here the expansion and compression, what will be the work done value here? Minus 208. Okay. Now here in the compression, if you see plus 208, that means in both the cases the magnitude of work done is same, because in the reversible process, if you reverse the process, you can achieve the reaction either in forward or backward direction. Only the thing is the direction. That's why the work done value always same, the magnitude value always same, but opposite sign. But in irreversible process, if you see in irreversible process, what will be the work done here? Minus 150 R. But whereas in the compression, what is the work done value? That will be plus 300 R. That means in an irreversible process, we cannot reverse the process through the same path, because it is not a reversible, it is a irreversible. So we cannot achieve the same process by changing the path, by reverting the path. So that's why the path is entirely different. When the path is entirely different, the work done value also entirely different. Okay, this is very very important note. Okay, now question number 59. In the question number 59, 2 moles of ideal gas undergoes isothermal expansion under 3 different conditions, under 3 different paths. First path, reversible expansion from 20 bar to 20 bar 100 liter to 2 bar. Next to single step expansion against a constant external pressure of 2 bar, and 2-step expansion. In the first step expansion against a external pressure 10 bar, and next one against a constant external pressure of 2 bar. So these are 3 important different questions. Okay, let's see one by one. First of all, how many moles of ideal gas? 2 moles of a ideal gas. How many moles of a ideal gas? 2 moles of a ideal gas. Okay, what is the initial pressure is given here? 20 bar, and final pressure is given P2 2 bar. Okay, what is the initial volume is given here? 100 liter. we can find the final initial volume 100 liter, we can find the final volume, yes, with the help of P1 V1 equal to P2 V2. Okay, now at present we do not consider no need to calculate the V2 because P1 P2 we know. So with the help of P1 P2 we can find the work done isothermal reversible process. That is the first question. Question number 1, isothermal reversible expansion. What is the general formula of work done in isothermal reversible expansion or compression? Minus 2.303 nRT log of P1 by P2. Remember, pressure is we know, P1 we know, P2 we know. That's why we are writing P1 upon P2. Okay. Now from here, what will be the N value here? 2 moles. R value as it is. Temperature value, here the temperature value we don't know, as it is write the temperature value also. Log of P1 value 20 bar, P2 value 2 bar, 20 by 2 10. So we know log 10 value is 1. What is the logarithm 10 value? Is 1. Okay. So finally your answer will be minus 4.606 RT. So this will be the work done in isothermal reversible expansion. Okay. Now if you want to take the magnitude, what will be the magnitude of work done in isothermal reversible expansion of a ideal gas? That will be equal to 4.606 into RT. Okay. This is the first step. First numerical. Okay. Second numerical, single step expansion against a constant. Remember, whenever in the question against a constant external pressure, that is corresponding to irreversible process. So what will be the work done in isothermal irreversible process? That will be minus P external into change in the volume. Minus P external into change in the volume. Okay. Now here, what will be the single step? This will be which step? This will be corresponding to single step. So I am writing here single step. Single step. Okay. Now will be equal to minus P external into, directly shall write the nRT into 1 upon P2 minus 1 upon P1 directly. Okay. Now here the external pressure, the final pressure, both are equal. So the final pressure will be here 2 bar. So that's why P external I am taking the 2 bar. Number of moles of a ideal gas will be 2 moles. Number of moles of ideal gas will be 2 moles. Okay. Next to R value as it is and T value as it is. Okay. 1 by final temperature will be 2 bar. Initial temperature will be 20 bar. Initial temperature is what? 20 bar. After simplification, you will get minus 1.8 RT. Okay. Now if you take the modulus value of work done in isothermal irreversible process of expansion in a single step, which step? Single step, that will be equal to 1.8 RT modulus value. Okay. Now you see there is a one more question is given. What is the question here? Now there are 2 steps expansion. So now the process is 2 steps expansion irreversible. In the first step it is against a constant external pressure of 10 bar, and next one will be 2 bar. That means here initially we have 20 bar pressure. Now it will next to 10 bar pressure, and finally it will 2 bar pressure. Are you getting my point? So this will be the initial. If it is, this is initial, this is final. If this is initial and this is final. Are you getting my point? So this is the step 1. This will be the step 2. Okay. So we have to calculate the work done in 2 steps. Okay. Let's suppose step 1 work done. In the step 1 work done, let's suppose W1 will be equal to minus P external into, formula will be V2 minus V1. Okay. So from here I am writing minus P external into nRT into 1 upon P2 minus 1 upon P1. Okay. Now here what will be the external pressure here? that will be the step 1, the final pressure will be 10 bar, so that's why I am taking minus 10. Number of moles will be 2, RT as it is, 1 upon P2 will be 10. Now the P1 will be 20, P1 will be the initial. If the 10 is final, so 20 will be the initial. Are you getting my point? This is the first work done. Now come to in the second step, step 2 work done, W2 will be again the same formula, minus P external into V2 minus V1. Now in this case again I am writing P external into nRT into 1 upon P2 minus 1 upon P1. Now in this second step, what will be the final pressure? 2 bar. For if the final pressure will be 2 bar, what will be the initial pressure? 10 bar. Okay. So the P external final pressure 2 bar, number of moles 2, RT, final pressure P2 2 bar, initial pressure will be 10 bar. Are you getting my point? This will be the W2. So now I have to find the total work done. I have to find total work done. So total work done, that is equal to W total will be equal to W1 plus W2. Are you getting my point? So W total in 2 steps, what will be the total work done? That will be equal to minus 2RT into 10, okay, into 1 by 10 minus 1 by 20 and minus 2RT into 2 into 1 by 2 minus 1 by 10. Okay. After simplification, finally you will get 2.6 RT. Now if you see the total work done, that will be in the 2-step process. In which step process? Isothermal irreversible process, but how many steps? 2 steps. If you see the modulus value of work done, you will get how much? Plus 2.6 RT. Okay. From this conclusion, from this information, what we can conclude? Let's suppose first step irreversible. What is the work done in the irreversible process? Isothermal reversible process 4.6 RT. Okay, single step will be 1.8 RT. 2 steps will be what? 2 RT. That means overall, shall I conclude, work done in isothermal reversible process, the magnitude of work done in isothermal reversible process is greater than work done in isothermal irreversible process in a single step, which is greater than work done in isothermal single step. What is the single step value here? 1.8. Just wait. Now here, just wait. If the number of steps increases, what will be the work done value here? Work done in isothermal irreversible process single step is less than work done isothermal irreversible process of the 2 steps is less than work done isothermal irreversible process 3 steps and so on. Are you getting my point? This is very, very important. And the maximum value, as the number of steps increases in a irreversible process, it becomes what? Reversible process. Because in a reversible process there are infinity number of steps. If the number of steps increases in a isothermal irreversible process, that become isothermal reversible process, and the maximum work done will be equal to 4.6 RT. 4.606 RT. Are you getting my point? This conclusion is very, very important. And regarding these conclusions, we are explaining some important notes. The first point will be in case of a isothermal expansion, that means work done by the system, that means the output value here, work done in isothermal reversible expansion is greater than isothermal irreversible expansion. That means this is already we proved in this numerical. You see in this numerical, work done in isothermal irreversible process, work done will be greater than isothermal irreversible process. Condition apply for expansion. This is very important. And the second conclusion we drawn from here, in case of a compression, work done in isothermal irreversible process, work done in isothermal irreversible process is greater than work done in isothermal reversible process where in compression. This is the second conclusion we can draw. So we can already we are proving with the numerical. Okay, so this is the second one. Work done in isothermal reversible compression is less than work done in isothermal irreversible compression. Once again, if the work is expansion, the expansion work in the reversible case will be greater, whereas in compression work done in irreversible case is high or maximum. Okay, that means in this work done in case of expansion, this work done will be maximum and this work done will be minimum. But in the compression case, work done in isothermal irreversible compression will be maximum, whereas work done in isothermal reversible condition will be what? Minimum. So that will be the next statement here. You see, isothermal expansion work done in the reversible process will be maximum and irreversible process will be minimum, whereas in the compression isothermal reversible work done will be minimum and isothermal reversible work will be minimum. Isothermal irreversible work will be what? Maximum in a single step. Are you getting my point? And reversible process, most efficient process. Why the most efficient process? Because in this process what happens, maximum work done is obtained. Okay, that means input will be less and output will be more. Input will be less and output will be more. And next, one more important point here, as the number of steps increases in the isothermal irreversible expansion process, it will become reversible process. Irreversible process become reversible process when the number of steps increases in a isothermal irreversible process. That's why here the work done value increases, because in isothermal irreversible in a single step work done value will be minimum. If the number of steps increases, the work done value increases in isothermal irreversible process. If the number of steps become infinity, then the work done will be equal to the work done of isothermal reversible, okay, expansion. So in a single step work done will be less as compared to the two steps, which is less as compared to the three steps. Already we are proving with the numerical. You see here, in a single step process work done will be less as compared to the two steps, which is less work as compared to the three steps. Remember, we are comparing only the magnitude. We are comparing the only the magnitude value. Do not consider the sign. Okay. Now, if the isothermal irreversible and reversible process are started from the same point, then they will be end up at the same final point. This is very, very important. That means, suppose this is a reversible process. We know reversible process, there is a rectangular hyperbola PV graph. Okay, we are starting from A and we are ending to B. Okay, even it is a reversible process or irreversible process, the initial state and final state will be same. Are you getting my point? This is very, very important. But the initial and final points are not same in the adiabatic process. This is very, very important. If isothermal reversible and irreversible process are started from the same point, so they will be ended with the same point. That will be the same final point. It is only valid for isothermal, but whereas it is not valid for adiabatic. So the adiabatic process we will discuss in the next class. Okay. Now the comparison of PV graph, isothermal reversible process and isothermal irreversible process. How to we can compare the graph? Let's suppose we are considering the expansion. What we are considering here? Expansion. In expansion, final volume greater than initial volume? Yes. So Vi initial volume, Vf final volume, Pi initial pressure and Pf final pressure. And what is the conclusion here? Work done in isothermal reversible expansion is always greater than work done isothermal irreversible process. Okay, this value will be maximum value and this value will be minimum value. Okay, we can prove mathematically, numerically also. Okay, already we proved this one. Okay, even with the help of graph also we can prove this. Okay, now what we are considering? Reversible expansion, isothermal reversible expansion and isothermal irreversible expansion. It is a single step process. Now here what I am doing, I am taking a initial point A. What I am doing? Expansion. Expansion means volume has to increase. So I am taking a point B. From A to B, if you move from A to B, so the graph should be a rectangular hyperbola. At a point A, the initial volume will be Vi and the initial pressure will be Pi. Okay, at a point A. At a point B, the final pressure will be Pf and final volume will be Vf. Okay. Now what is the work done? The work done nothing but area under the curve. The area under this curve is called what? Work done in isothermal reversible expansion. Now come to isothermal irreversible expansion. Now in irreversible, what happens? Initially you have at this position. What is the pressure? Initial pressure Pi, and what is the volume here? Vi. Now in isothermal irreversible, what happens? Sudden change occurs. Sudden change occurs. That means suddenly if the piston moving to downward direction, that means we are increasing the pressure. We are here what we are saying, expansion. In the expansion, what happens? Volume has to increase, pressure has to reduce. Yes, suddenly the piston is moving. So when the suddenly piston is moving, that means the pressure value, what happens? Decreases. Okay, here high pressure is there, here pressure will be reduces. When pressure will be reduces to P final, then the volume slowly, what happens? Increases to V final. Volume slowly increases to what? V final, because pressure decreases, so volume has to what? Increases. And what is the formula to calculate the work done in isothermal irreversible expansion? That will be equal to minus P external into V2 minus V1. That means V final minus V initial. That is, again I am writing P external into V final minus V initial. So what is the external pressure? That will be the final pressure. What is the final pressure? Here we have to take, this is the final pressure. Okay, and what is the volume? Final volume Vf, and initial volume Vi, and the area under the curve, this will be the area under the curve. So this will be the corresponding to area corresponding to work done in isothermal irreversible expansion of ideal gas in the single step. You see, if you see this graph, so this is the area, this is the area which is not covering here. So only here, this is the area, only this is the area covering. Okay, that means this area will be less. Okay, and this area will be more. How much of more area will be there? This is the extra area covering here. That means the area nothing but work done. That's why work done in isothermal reversible process will be greater than irreversible process regarding the expansion. Regarding what? Expansion. Okay, it can be mathematically, we can prove. How? Let's suppose the modulus of work done in isothermal reversible process will be equal to nRT ln V2 by V1. That means V final by V initial. I am not taking the negative sign because I am taking the modulus value. Okay. Now work done in isothermal irreversible single step process will be equal to P external into V2 minus V1. So now I have to prove the work done in isothermal reversible expansion is greater than isothermal irreversible expansion. Irreversible expansion work done will be more as compared to irreversible. Okay, it can be proved mathematically. You see, work done isothermal reversible process, what is the formula? nRT log final volume by initial. Now what I am writing here, I am writing V final upon V initial. Now what I am doing, I am adding plus 1, I am subtracting minus 1. So the value do not change here. So instead of what I am doing here, instead of V final by V initial, 1 plus V final by V initial minus 1 I am writing. Okay. Now consider the V minus Vf by Vi minus 1. Let's suppose X. I am taking V final by V initial minus 1. I am considering X. Okay. That means this value will be 1 plus X. Okay. Now there is a mathematical expression regarding the ln 1 plus X will be equal to X minus of X square by 2 plus X cube by 3 minus X to the power of 4 by 4 plus X to the power of 5 by 5 minus X to the power of 6 by 6 and so on. So this is a mathematical expression, we have to remember this one. Okay. Now what is the X value here? V final by V initial minus 1. So V final by V initial minus 1, it is the X. Okay. The first value will be X, this is the X, minus of X square by 2, X plus X cube by 3 and so on. Now we are not considering the higher terms, we are writing higher terms as it is, and only we are taking the first term, that is the X value, that means the V final by V initial minus 1. Okay. Now what is the work done in isothermal reversible process? nRT and what is the log value nRT and log of V final by V initial. Shall I write V final by V initial minus 1 plus higher terms. So this is the work done in isothermal reversible process. Are you getting my point? Now what I am doing, I am multiplying with nRT. nRT into V final by V initial minus 1 plus nRT multiplied by higher times. Again you will get higher terms. Okay. Now here come to work done in isothermal reversible process. Now here take the LCM Vi. So V final minus Vi by Vi. Do you know nRT is equal to PV? So here I am writing P1 Pi Vi. Okay, so Vi gets cancelled, you have Pi. Are you getting my point? So Pi into V final minus V initial plus higher terms. This is the equation number 1. This is the work done in isothermal reversible process. Now what is the work done in isothermal irreversible process? That will be P final into V final minus V initial. P final into V final minus V initial. If you subtract the 2 from 1, okay, now what is the common here? V final minus V initial. Okay, so you will have V initial, P initial minus P final, plus you have higher terms. Now you see in this expression, if you carefully observe, final volume is always greater than initial volume regarding the expansion. Yes or no? Regarding the expansion, final volume is always greater than the initial volume. This is the positive sign. If the final volume increases, that means final pressure decreases, because Boyle's law, pressure increases, volume has to decrease. Pressure increases, volume has to decrease. So this is also positive. Okay, so this value positive, this value positive. Are you getting my point? So overall you will have positive value. Okay, if it is positive value, means this value is always greater than this value, because the difference between the two values is positive. That means the first value is always greater than the second value. So that means the work done in isothermal reversible expansion is always greater than work done in isothermal irreversible. Work done in isothermal reversible process is greater than work done isothermal irreversible process of expansion. Remember, the process is what? Expansion. Okay, now we can prove with the help of graph also. So suppose I am taking the irreversible process in the 2 steps. That means from A to I move to B, and from B to I am moving to C. That means initial point A, I have pressure Pi and volume Vi. Okay, that means what happens from here to here, suddenly what happens? Pressure decreases. Pressure decreases means volume has to increase. So volume increases from Vi to V dash. Let's suppose this is the intermediate volume. After reaching the point B, again if we decrease the pressure to P final, after decreasing the pressure to final pressure, suddenly the volume has to increase, because pressure has to reduce to P final. So volume increases to V final. So this is the final point. Are you getting my point? So here 2 steps. In each step we have to calculate the work done. The first step will be A to B. In A to B, what will be the P external? That will be the final pressure. What will be the final pressure? That will be the P dash. Okay, and this is the final pressure P dash. And what will be the final volume? V dash minus initial volume Vi. Are you getting my point? Now the second work done we have to calculate from B to C. From B to C, if you see, what is the final pressure? Pf. So Pf is the final pressure. What is the final volume? Vf. And what is the initial volume? V dash. So this is the work done along the path BC. So I have to calculate work done A to C. So total work done will be work done along the path AB and along the path BC. Are you getting my point? Now suppose same process is carried in how many steps? 3 steps. Okay, now in the 2 steps, if you see, this is the area under the curve which corresponding to the work done. Okay, if the process carried in the 3 steps, irreversible process, so we have to we have to go from A to B, B to C and C to D. That means A to B 1 step, B to C 2 steps and C to D 3rd step. So here first of all, initial point, I am standing here, the initial pressure P1 and initial volume V1. Okay, now suddenly pressure reduces P1 to P dash, so volume has to increase from V1 to V dash. Again after that, again I am doing what? I am reducing the pressure from P1 to P dash to P double dash. So volume has to increase from V dash to V double dash. After reaching the point C, again the piston suddenly moving upward by reducing the pressure. Once the pressure decreases, the volume has to increase. So volume increases to V double dash to V final. V double dash to V final. Are you getting my point? Now here if you see area here, what happens? Area under the curve, this is the area under the curve. Now compared to this area is high. That means as the area under the curve increases, work done value also increases. That means as the number of steps increases in a isothermal irreversible process, work done also increases. If the number of steps increases to infinity, then the isothermal irreversible process become isothermal reversible process. So here three work done we have to calculate. Work done path AB. Path AB means AB. Okay. Now here what is the P external here? P dash. And final volume V dash, initial volume VI. So this is the first work done. Okay. Now come to after reaching the point B, again the piston moving upward direction. So the pressure decreases from P dash to P double dash. P double dash will be the final external pressure, and what will be the final volume? V double dash, and initial volume V dash. So this is the second work done. And after reaching the point C, again the piston moving to upward direction. That means the pressure reduces to P final. Once the pressure reduces to P final, the volume has to increase because pressure volume inversely proportional, and the volume increases from V double dash to V final. V double dash to V final. So finally the work done along the path C, P final into what is the final volume here? V final, initial volume V double dash. So after adding these three path along these three path work, you will get the total work done. Now tell me, here the total work done value increases, yes or no? Yes, because the number of steps increases, the work done value also increases. Remember, when the gas expands, the P external value, that is the final pressure. When the gas expands, what happens? The pressure decreases because volume increases. So the lower value of the pressure corresponding to the final pressure, which is corresponding to the P external. This is very, very important. How to identify the P external? That is the final pressure, which is a lower pressure in case of expansion. Suppose when the gas undergo compression, this is when the gas undergo what? Compression. When the gas undergo compression, in the compression what happens? The final pressure will be the higher pressure. Higher pressure will be the final pressure, which is the external pressure in the compression, and final pressure will be the lower pressure, that is the P external in case of expansion. Okay, this is very important. Now after case 1, now we are dealing with case 2, that is the compression. What is the case 1 here? Expansion. What is the case 1 here? This is the first case, expansion case. Okay, now the second case, that is the compression case. In the compression case, if you see, the work done in isothermal reversible process will be less than the work done in the isothermal irreversible process. This is reverse. This is regarding compression. Okay. Now here, now we are moving from point A to point B. Okay. This is the rectangular hyperbola because this is corresponding to reversible compression. Okay. Initial we are standing at a point A, according to which the volume will be initial volume Vi and initial pressure will be Pi. Okay. Now when we moving to point B along this curve, that is the rectangular hyperbola, after reaching the point B, that is the final point where the final volume V final and final pressure P final. Okay, we know how to calculate the work done, that is the area under the curve. We can calculate area under the curve, we can calculate the work done. Okay, now this is also area included here, this area is also included here. Okay, now if the same process from A to B, if I am performing irreversible process, let's suppose I am standing at a point here. What is the initial volume? Vi, and what is the initial pressure? Pi. Okay. Now what I am doing here? Compression. Suddenly the piston moving to downward by increasing the external force. So when the pressure increases, suddenly pressure increases. So the point reaches to here, A to here. Okay. After reaching the point here, when we are increasing the pressure, volume has to reduce because pressure volume inversely proportional, so volume has to decrease slowly and reaches the point B. So because here the volume initially Vi and final volume Vf should be decreased, because the pressure increases, volume has to decrease. Okay, now this is the area under which the area under this curve will corresponding to the work done. Now you see here in reversible process this curve is not there here, so this is the extra portion of the work done that will be carried in the irreversible process. Work done in isothermal irreversible process. This is the work done in isothermal reversible process. Here work done value less, here work done value what? Less, here the work done value what? More, because here area under the curve will be more. Are you getting my point? Otherwise already we completed one or two numericals regarding the compression. If you have any doubt, you see the second question. That means in this today's lecture we have the second question. What is the second question? That will be the compression question. In the compression question, if you see work done in isothermal irreversible compression, the work done value will be maximum, whereas the isothermal reversible process. Are you getting my point? Now this can be proved with the help of a diagram also. That is the work done irreversible process, work done, the area will be very high, so that's why the more area more work done. Okay, now this is single step. Suppose what I am doing, I am taking the two steps irreversible compression. That means I am standing here A. So what is the initial volume? Vi, and initial pressure will be Pi. Okay, now what I am doing, I am suddenly increasing the pressure from Pi to P dash. Let's suppose suddenly I am increasing the pressure. Once I am increasing suddenly pressure, volume has to reduce. Yes, so volume decreases from P dash to Pf. Are you getting my point? That means actually volume has to reduce from initial volume Vi to V dash here. Okay, now here first of all volume decrease, that means pressure has to increase. After reaching the point again, so again what we are doing, we are compressing the gas, that means volume decreases means pressure has to increase. So this is the two steps process. Now in these two steps and one step, if you see in the two steps process, the area under the curve will be, this is the total area. If the two steps process, the area will be like this. This is the two steps process area. Are you getting my point? That means this area is not included in this here. Here in the two steps this area is not covered. That means here the area will be less. That means work done will be less. That means in this the maximum work done value. Here the maximum work done value here. And this is the minimum work done value. Okay, and the after maximum work done, the next work done will be in the two step process. Okay, next work done will be what? In the two steps process. That is the two steps process. This is the two steps process. After that, if you go to three steps process, that means A to B first step, B to C second step, C to D. That means what I am doing here, first of all I am decreasing the, I am compressing the gas, thereby increasing the pressure. Again I am compressing the gas, thereby increasing the pressure, thereby compressing the gas, thereby increasing the pressure. Okay, so we have to calculate the three work done here, WAB, part AB along BC, along CD. Okay, and total work done value. Here also you have two path, A to B one path and B to C another path. By adding the two path, you will get the total net work done value. Are you getting my point?